Hello friends, this question is from the test series number 1. Subject name is network theory, topic name is sinusoidal steady state analysis, a 2 marks problem. Question says that in the given network, the switch K is opened at t is equal to 0. The steady state is having established previously. Okay, before the switch is open, the steady state has been established and you need to find the expression of it at t greater than. Okay, so you need to find the expression of it after the switch is open. So before the switch is open, when the switch was closed, basically your circuit was in steady state. When the switch is closed, your circuit is in steady state. You know that in the steady state, inductor behaves as a short circuit and capacitor behaves as an open circuit in case of DC signal. So let's draw the circuit at t is equal to 0 minus before the switch, when the before switch is open. So you will have a circuit as this, in which the inductor battery of 4 volt, this resistor of 2 ohm and another resistor of 2 ohm is there, but my capacitor is behaving as open circuit. So effectively we have only one loop, so current is 4 by 2 ampere. So my inductor current IL0 minus will be 2 ampere. Voltage across capacitor will be the voltage across this 2 ohm, so my VC0 minus will be 2 into 2, that is 4 volt, right? So we get the initial values of voltage and current. You know that inductor doesn't change of current, so IL0 plus is equal to IL0 minus, which is basically equal to 2 ampere. Similarly, capacitor does not allow sudden change of voltage, so my VC0 plus is equal to VC0 minus, which is equal to 4 volt. So these two things which we have calculated in the transient analysis. Okay, in the transient analysis, students, always remember, we always get the initial condition, that is the value of the circuit at 0 plus. We always get the value at 0 plus from the 0 minus, right? Because the nature of the transient is that my inductor does not allow sudden change of the current and capacitor does not allow sudden change of the voltage. So we use these properties to get the initial condition. So you always get the initial condition from the 0 minus. Okay, now question says that find out the expression it at t greater than 0, right? So at t greater than 0, your capacitor is open and when your capacitor is open, then you will have a circuit like this: inductor and then another resistor and my capacitor, which will be behaving as a battery. Okay, and you need to find the current across it, expression of the current of this loop. So you need to use the Laplace of this expression, right? Laplace circuit of at t is equal to greater than 0. The battery we can ignore because the switch is open, so the battery will not going to play any role at t greater than 0. So let's draw the proper diagram at t greater than 0. So you will get a 2 ohm with an inductor S, followed by its battery source, followed by Li0 plus, which is in our case Li0 plus is 2 ampere. Okay, and then we will have another resistor of 2 ohm and then this battery source of 4 by S and the capacitors of 4 by S. This is my loop and I am interested in the current of this loop Is, which is in the direction of my inductor current, right? Which is in the direction of my inductor current. Okay, if you remember that the inductors have a two form in the Laplace. Inductors can be represented in the Laplace as Ls in parallel with current source of I0 plus upon S, like a current source in parallel with inductor. Okay, because inductor behaves as a current source and I have used a source transformation to replace this current source into the voltage source to get the values. Okay, I have used this direct form. I have replaced this current source of the inductor to the voltage source, and the L is the value of the L is given as a 1 Henry, So I have used a direct form here. Now just find the value of is here, which is how much, which is 2 plus 4 by s upon 4 plus s plus 4 by s. So you will get the expression as finally as 2 upon s plus 2, which is 2 into e raised to power 2t ut. This is the idea. Okay, so little bit of the calculation is involved here, but it is very trivial because we have the Laplace. Actually this problem is the example of the Laplace forms of inductor and capacitor. So this Laplace form of the inductor and capacitor is also very important, and it's also recently in use. So please undergo with the concept of the Laplace forms of the capacitor and inductor very seriously. Thank you.